Thank you so much for everybody being really cooperative. And tell you what, we're quick going to move some of these stickers while I say just a couple of things. You know, a couple of things that I wanted to mention. General Motors tonight is the host for our awards. They're the sponsor for our awards, and we're going to have a fellow come up here from General Motors in just a couple minutes. But a really good friend of mine and a friend of the people at General Motors, a fellow by the name of Jim Campbell. He is the head of their motorsports program. Gotten to know Jim, and he was here about 5 years ago, and he asked everybody in the crowd to please raise your hand if you are an absolute 4.0 student. Well, you know what? The same thing happened that just happened right now. No one raised their hands. And he said, you know what? It doesn't matter at General Motors. At General Motors, somebody that was in Formula SAE automatically went to the third step in the process of being hired. And it ends up, he talked about the idea that all of you knew how to set goals, needed to know how to work as a team, and needed to know how, and you knew how to work together, and it was huge. And it was interesting, that night we must have had 7 other presenters come up from different companies, and they said, I agree with Jim. The point is, the experience that you've just had, the year that you've had, and I know some of you are not going to have the results that you had hoped for. But I tell you what, Formula SAE is just a great program, and it's something that you can be very, very proud of, and it's going to help you in your careers. So give yourselves a nice round of applause. Congratulations. We could not do the event without all of our workers and volunteers. It takes almost 600 different positions to man the 4 days, and we have had people out here in all the same kind of crazy weather that you've been in. But I tell you what, the other thing is the sponsors, and we really appreciate all of our sponsors. They're all over the walls back here, and especially tonight, you're going to hear from several of the sponsors when they give out their awards. But tell you what, let's give all of the sponsors, we've got several of them sitting here in the front row, let's give them a nice round of applause and thank you. At this time, without further ado, what I'd like to bring up is Dom Lester. He is a senior manager at General Motors Performance and Racing. Dom, please come up and join us. Let's give a nice warm welcome from the SAE. Thank you.
So good afternoon. Welcome to the cold state of Michigan. I will tell you, when I first drafted up this speech, it was about 8 pages long. Then I looked at the forecast and said, well, I have no insulation up here. I'm bald, and I definitely don't have no insulation here. So I shortened it down to about 3 or 4 pages. So we won't take too much of your time tonight. But again, good evening on the behalf of GM. I would like to thank you for participating in this great event put on by the SAE team. It's fantastic to see so many young people here pursuing the passion of racing and the SAE activities. My name is Dominique Lester, or Dom for short. I'm Senior Manager for the GM Performance and Racing, overseeing all of GM's race engine and development for many different racing series, including NASCAR, IndyCar, which we won today. Will Power won at the Indy Grand Prix, so go Chevy. So it's definitely very rewarding to bring home the trophies, and we'll be presenting them later. Let me begin to say, I actually participated in an SAE event called the Mini Baja, almost 20 years ago now, where I really started my career of passion, if you will, for racing. It was definitely a very rewarding opportunity to be able to compete with a team, to bring a product from the fruition, if you will, all the CAD work, all the machining work, all the design, and the iterative process that you got to go through to be able to put a productive product out there. And so to see that, and I started my career almost 20 years ago, again, a competition down in Ohio with with the Mini Baja, and here seeing all the great people here and the great students at different universities from around the world. I sort of just having flashbacks to my beginning of my career, like I say, almost 20 years ago. I also like to share with you, I have the personal drive to race. I actually own and drive a dragster in NHRA, running about 6 flat at 230 miles per hour. So, speed is something that I enjoy. An interesting stat I'd like to give there for the dragster, it does 0 to 100 in about 1 second, at about 4 Gs. So I like to not only do it for personal excitement, I also get to do it at GM in my current position. So, racing, again, is something that I really thrive at and really love the thrill of engineering and seeing things from its beginnings to be able to design, build, test, and validate and come home with the trophy. So it's something that I've been able to do my entire career, and it's really exciting to see folks here starting their pathway down the same journey as I took almost 20 years ago. I also would like to thank all the volunteers that helped to put on this event this weekend. There's a lot of activity behind the scenes by a lot of different folks with the SAE, Sports Club of America, and and GM and others, and all the different corporations that helped to put this together. So I'd like to give them a round of applause for all the great work they've done for us. So I'd like to begin to, I've been asked to share some of my professional career and background with you, and it may excite you to go down that same pathway I went down 20 years ago. In my position, again, as the senior manager for GM Performance and Racing, I'm fortunate to lead a team of 85 individuals that is responsible for as I indicated earlier, from everything from designing the cylinder heads and cylinder blocks for NASCAR, overseeing the IndyCar program, to also this great piece of work here, the C7R. We actually build and test and design those engines at the Performance and Racing Center in Pontiac. I was just in Long Beach a little over a month ago where we won our 107th race in that platform. So we won the championship last year and the manufacturer and driver championship last year. So this is really just a great piece of engineering work. And again, it's much like what you have done here in this Formula SAE competition. You're actually taking the boundary conditions and the rule books, and you're looking for areas to work in the gray to your competitive advantage. And we've been able to win 12 manufacturing championships and 10 drivers championships with that particular team. So it's a great, in many respects, an extension of what you do here today. It's the same activities, the same tools that you use, and the same processes you use to be able to be successful. So again, the team I lead is 85 strong. Presently, we were able to oversee engine development for, as I said, NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, drag racing, and NHRA drag racing. We also oversee the performance parts and crate engine business. So my team also has responsibility for doing some of the initial development for engines, just like this LT5 that's in the ZR1 to my left, which is a 755 horsepower engine combination that my team is also in those early development phases. We were able to support programs like the LT5 and tie the production to the racing side of the house. So the synergies there between the two is paramount. In my position, I get to travel quite a bit. As you can imagine, this is the first time I've been in town for almost a month, constantly on the road. But later this month, we get to go to Indy and try to win the Indy 500. Like I said, today we won the Indy Grand Prix, which is the, if you will, the road course version of the Indy race. Later in the month of June, we get to go to Le Mans with this team here and the number 3 car also. Trying to win the 24 hours of Le Mans. And to say what I do is a blessing to be able to do this and take something that I'm passionate about. And just like you're here in this organization, a passion to win and be able to support General Motors in the success. There's also other exciting areas of opportunities on the vehicle side and the propulsion side. Again, some of my favorites are two of them right here with the ZR1 and the C7R. The one thing about the ZR1 over here with the LT5 6.2, they're coming in at, like I said, 755 horsepower, and it's the fastest Corvette GM yet to produce at 212 miles per hour top speed. So that is, again, just an exciting product that you can actually, if you got enough money, it can actually go buy. It's definitely a great piece of engineering work. The C7, again, embodies the whole production to racing mantra that GM tried to stand behind, and we're pretty proud that we actually build these engines in-house at General Motors, and the engineering expertise, if you will, the intellectual horsepower that the organization has to be able to provide both concepts or both products and put them out there to be successful is very great for the company. GM also takes great pride in offering its employees the opportunity to volunteer for the GM Performance Driving Team, which there was a car here earlier on display, which is a company-sponsored volunteer autocross team that meets after hours at our proving grounds in Milford. This is available to everyone that's a GM employee, so you can really take this passion that you have, and I forget the exact number, but it's almost a couple hundred people strong now in the driving team at GM. So you can really come into GM, take the same passion that you have as a former SAE and actually race with GM property at the proving grounds in the SCA Prep Camaro. So that's something, again, that we think we're really proud that we're able to not only engineer, but also engineer our team members that have the passion to win and to race and to take that passion into the business. Here at the former SAE, we had over 160 volunteers in various roles, and I can tell you that they very much enjoy working with the students and the collective teams here. I'd like to give a shout out actually to two of my team members that was here with the machining center trailer that was supported probably quite a few you here this weekend with machining or welding or fixturing your vehicles. So James and Zach was here helping you guys out this weekend, so I'd like to give them a shout out. So I assume James and Zach must have met most of you with that round of applause. So either way, thank you. We've also been recruiting people here that might be interested in joining us after graduation. Again, we are really looking for that intellectual horsepower. I like to, it's a term that I use a lot in my position. It's not just being able to put nuts and bolts together, to have the practical skills to be able to assemble these great mechanical and electrical devices, but also the aptitude to be able to thrive in this very demanding world. So we are looking to have folks come join us, and I'd like to tell you we are prioritizing this particular event as one of our premium events to find new hires. So one of the things, I've seen many resumes every day, and one of the things that catches my eye anytime I see a former SAE on a resume is one of the things that just capture my eyes. I know that you have the not only the aptitude, but also the practical hands-on experience that can't be really overlooked in this competitive world. I'd like to share with you 5 lessons of racing that we adhere to at the Performance and Racing Center, and I'm assuming that you probably adhere to them this weekend to be successful. And number 1 is know your requirements. Racing strategy helps you to focus and make your commitments. Number 2, maintain the schedule, because guess what? The green flag is going to wave whether you're there or not, so the competition won't stay still. Unknowns. One of the things you probably found out this weekend is that what you think you knew before you came here and actually got in the event versus what actually happened is two different things. Teamwork and communications are essential to be able to be an effective team, to win races and to move forward. And at the end of the day, the winner takes all, and that's number 5. And as I have learned in this business, once you win, the clock goes back to 0 and you start over again. So those are things that are very, the 5 things I like to keep in my team, and I will extend it to you as 5 things to look forward to drive you to success. In closing, I would like to acknowledge all the interesting and clever engineering contraptions and ideas I saw here today. It's always amazing that you can give someone, an engineer, the same boundary conditions, and they can come up with a totally different solution. So I've seen a lot of that here, and that's what drives the business forward, and we're really looking for that intellectual horsepower to come from this team and others to continue to make these great products and keep on moving the business forward. There's no greater satisfaction than setting high goals and standards, working hard to achieve your objectives, and then going out head to head and beating the competition. I mean, that's what we do all the time at the Performance and Racing Center, and that's what you have done here this weekend. Remember this day, your accomplishments, and use them to fuel your desire to do more, be more, see more, and engineer more. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time, and God bless. Appreciate it,
Let's see, Dom gets to go racing for his living and for his avocation. By the way, he's got a stack of business cards down here, so if you want to talk to him, make sure you catch him early. Tell you what, we're going to get into trophies, and we're going to get into awards. One of the largest awards that is given out every year is not given out to a student or a team. It's actually given out to a faculty advisor. And this has been going on since 1999. And with that, what I'd like to invite is Dr. Peter Jones. Please come up from Auburn University. And so he is going to give out what we call the Carol Smith Award.
Thank you, Raleigh. Thanks, Raleigh. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm here to give the Carol Smith Mentors Cup. That's kind of a mouthful, so let me start with some definitions. Carol Smith, for those of you that don't know, was the preeminent American race engineer of his generation. Most famous professionally as the engineering manager for the GT40 Le Mans wins in 1966 and 1967. Carol loved to reach out and teach people. He was a famous author. He wrote Prepare to Win, Tune to Win, Engineer to Win, Drive to Win, and the publishers insisted that he named the last one Nuts, Bolts, and Fasteners. Carol loved to work with student engineers, student racing engineers. He was the chief design judge for Formula SAE from 1993 to 2003. And you could say that Carol Smith created the outstanding design judging system that we have in this student design competition, the absolute A level for any sort of student design judging. Carol Smith could be spotted around the paddocks at any time wearing his Australian bush hat, and if you've noticed that a lot of the SAE design judges wear that kind of Australian bush hat, that's in tribute to Carol Smith. Okay, let me shift gears a little bit and describe the other half of this, the Mentors Cup. So changing scenes to Sports Car Club of America, they noticed that the teams that come to Formula and come back the next year and come back the next year and are successful on a consistent basis share something in common. These teams tend to have a strong faculty advisor. They also notice that these are the teams that contribute alumni with the passion and technology to carry forth motorsports in the greater community. SCCA sponsored an award to encourage faculty advisors to be involved with their teams. This is the Carol Smith Mentors Cup. They named it after Carol. And at the same time, they defined the role of the faculty advisor. They noted that the good faculty advisor provides continuity over time, from year to year to year, creates a positive and encouraging atmosphere on the team, is actively involved in the team challenges, technical, organizational, and management. Very specifically, upholds the student-run character of the team. It is a student-run team. It's not a faculty member's play toy. And provides a professional role model. Now, at this point in this presentation, it's traditional to read out all the recipients of this award. Since this has been going on since 1999, there are getting to be a few of these, but a lot of these people are here tonight. Most of the schools are here tonight. The 1999 winner was Dr. Bob Woods of University of Texas at Arlington. They'll be at Lincoln. 2000, Dr. Al George from Cornell University. 2001, Dr. Andrew Deacon of Leeds University in the United Kingdom. 2002, Dr. Ken Cunifere from Georgia Tech. 2003, Dr. Alan Nye from RIT. 2004, Dr. Dick Gross from Akron. 2005, Dr. Make McDermott from Texas A&M. They'll be in Lincoln. 2006, that would be Dr. Peter Jones from Auburn University. 2007, Dr. Dan Dolan from South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. They went home, I guess. 2008, Dr. Gary Cloud from Michigan State. 2009, I know these guys had to pack up and leave. That's sad. Dr. Rob Sorum from University of Kansas. 2010, from the Formula Hybrid side, Mr. Doug Frazier from Dartmouth College. 2011, Dr. Bob Pash from Oregon State University. 2012, Dr. Sergio Diaz from USB, Universidad Simón Bolívar. 2013, Dr. Bian Brooks from Saginaw State. 2014, Dr. John Russell from University of New Mexico. They'll be in Lincoln. 2015, Dr. Craig Hoff from Kettering. 2016, Dr. Len Hamilton from both the University of Maryland and the United States Naval Academy. I don't know how he does it. And 2017, Mr. Cliff Stover from Cal Poly Pomona. Okay, now look. If you think that your guy is deserving of an award like this, and I really hope you do, we need to hear about it. The process here is the people I've read are the awards committee for this award, but it's all actuated by a nomination from the team. The team has got to create a nominating letter calling out the criteria that I've mentioned, and those will be on the SAE website. Send the letter to the Formula SAE program manager, Ms. Kaylee Zundell at SAE headquarters, and you'll be on the list for consideration for the following year. Okay, so let's move on to the 2018 Carol Smith Mentors Cup winner. And I'm going to quote a few things from the nomination letter that we really like to see. Here's a quote. The team is almost entirely student-run. That's the criterion. Always available. Yeah, you kind of need that. Devil's advocate. That's the voice of reason-ish. A few other great things. Encourages, goals, decisions, build, team, lifelong bonds. All of those are what a faculty advisor should do. Works continually in the background. Stays informed. And my favorite, opened the door. So after all that, and again, I'm going to encourage you guys to create, if you feel your advisor is worthy of this, create a nomination letter that lists some of those characteristics, get it to Kaylee Zundell, and maybe we can be talking about them a year from today. So, without further ado, as they say, the 2018 Carol Smith Mentors Cup Award goes to Professor Randy Alamong from the University of Cincinnati. Come on up, Randy. Okay, folks, while Dr. Alamang is making his way up here, we've got some stuff for him. We have an award that goes in SCCA headquarters. You can go to Topeka? Yep. Topeka, Kansas, anytime you want, and you'll see it there. You'll see Randy's name on it.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Randy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're also going to create a take-home cup. We're a little short on that, I'm sorry. Got a little behind on making awards. We'll be sending that to you in the mail. And in addition, SCCA has for Dr. Alamang a check for $1,500. Very nice. Folks.
Let's get a picture with the two of you guys.
Okay.
I'll take the mic and...
I think you should say a word or two. Okay. Okay.
Hold that.
Pictures.
Hold that.
Okay, mic's yours.
And we will get you mailed one of these cups. If you could see my wife over here right away, we've got some support.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have too much to add to what's been said tonight, but I do want to point out that so far nobody has specifically thanked the faculty advisors. So all of you sitting here have a faculty advisor, whether they have won the award in the past or you hope to help them win it in the future. But let's have a round of applause for the faculty advisors. Thank you very much. Just one last thing. I have to admit that I'm not particularly, I didn't come to this Formula SAE as a race car person. I came to Formula SAE as an educator, and it's a great place to do that kind of a job. So I hope all of you, I think everybody in this room wants to win. How many people have been in the top 3 here at Formula before? Yeah, not too many hands. How many people have learned something by being part of Formula SAE? I would expect all hands to go up. So that's why we're all here. Thank you very much.
Okay, here's what we're going to do tonight. We've got all of the awards here, and we're going to get into them in just a couple of moments. To kind of keep things moving, what I'm going to ask you to do is this, if we've got 2 or 3 teams that are going to be getting awards, first, second, and third, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off 3 teams' names and ask 2 members of each of those teams to come up here on stage. Once we have all 6 people up on stage, then we will say in third place, such and such a school, second place, whatever, and we'll take one picture of everybody together with the presenter, whether it's me or one of the other gentlemen here from, or ladies from our sponsors. At the end of the evening, when we get to the top 10, what we'll do is we will bring teams 4 through 10 up here, 2 people from each of the teams, and we will give out 4 through 10 for the trophies. When we get to the top 3, we then will have you bring up your entire team. The only thing I would ask is the stage is going to get crowded because some of your teams are pretty good size. So all I would ask is that we don't do a lot of jumping around or anything else because we want to make sure everybody walks out of here in one piece tonight, right? So at this point what we will do is but we want to give those last 3 teams, of course, the entire opportunity to have the whole team up here. And I know everybody's excited, but I would just appreciate it if everybody kind of take a few moments and when they get up here, kind of be careful so we're not all jumping around and having a good time, and next thing you know, we potentially might have a problem. So, everybody with me? Okay. First award we're going to give out tonight, and at this time, this is the Engineering Design Award sponsored by Bosch, and at this time, this is the Engineering Design Award, and let's see, I've got a couple of different sheets here. So at this point, what I would like to do is invite 3 teams up in no particular order. The University of Stuttgart, Graz Technical University, and the Technical University of Munich. And to give out the award from Bosch, I'd like to let's give a nice round of applause to Martin Frohmeyer, the Director of Motorsports Engineering. Thank you.
please come. So I could also do the speech in German, I think. My German is better than my English, so I apologize. It's a great honor for me today to award this FSAE Design Award 2018 in the name of Bosch and Bosch Engineering. My name is Martin Frohnmeier and I'm the director of Bosch Motorsport here in North America. I always have been a great fan of Formula SAE. Unfortunately, I never participated. Why? When I graduated in 2004, the team in Stuttgart wasn't even started. I think you started in 2005. Perhaps it was better because I think if I would knew before what motorsport means, perhaps I would decide differently and not start in motorsports. So think about if you want to go this way. At Bosch, I often get the question, why are we doing motorsport? What's the value add? And I guess all of you know some answers. So it's technology, test something in very harsh condition in motorsport and bring it to the street cars, clear. The other one is marketing, yeah. Win on Sunday, sell on Monday. And also from a recruiting aspect, it's very interesting to get really passionate, really car guys, racing guys. It's also a great opportunity. What is often forgotten is the social aspect. My wife is from Greece, and so I know what the Untitled Olympic Games was. Just raise your hands. Do you know what it was? Not the current one, but the original one? No? So the idea was to bring young, passionate athletes, sportsmen together in a fair and peaceful competition over the Mediterranean area. And for me, the FSAE event is quite similar. You bring really passionate engineers, passionate young people dedicated to motorsports all together from all over the world here and make a good and great competition, exchange, come together. And the spirit, I think, is really, really, really good, which I can feel here. I've seen a lot of great design ideas, not only from the 3 winning teams, but overall. I've done now motorsport for 15 years, and some of the solutions I've seen were even, I would say, in a very high-end motorsport teams, not really planned or thought about. Yeah. For example, one team, I know they dropped the alternator. They didn't use an alternator. Another team, they had a telemetry, like really a professional team. Yeah. Then a lot of components were used brushless, which is also in motorsport and professional motorsports a quite common system, which develops now more and more. So overall, all of you are winners. So really, you've done a really great job. And what I've seen here is really, really, really great. And thank you very much for all your support and dedication. Nevertheless, like the Olympic Games, it's a competition. And now I would like to give the award to the 3 winning teams. Shall I do it by myself? P3? Okay. P3, and the 3rd prize goes to TU Graz. Well done. Thank you. P2, and the 2nd place, I'm really happy about it. It's my former alma mater, the University of Stuttgart. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Glückwunsch. And P1, please give them a huge applause. The University of Munich. Congratulations, P1.
Thank you. Let's do a photo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you so very, very much to Bosch for all of their support year in and year out. Okay, the Skidpad Award. We're going to bring up 3 teams for the Skidpad. Here again, no particular order. I'd like to bring up the University of Valencia, Graz Technical University, and Oregon State University. You know, it's kind of nice tonight. We made the lights down low so we kind of have the right mood for everybody tonight, right? Okay. It's just hard to see at the back of the room. Okay, the Skidpad. This is sponsored by Cooper Tire, and the people from Cooper Tire really apologize that they were not able to be here tonight, but they really appreciate it, and they support Formula SAE a lot. They were over there doing a lot of recruiting the other day, so they really appreciate it. We're going to be giving away trophies and money. And in 3rd place on the Skidpad, receiving a trophy and $500, the University of Valencia, 3rd place. In 2nd place, receiving a trophy and $750, the Graz Technical University. And in 1st case, getting the big trophy and the bigger check, $1,000, and a trophy goes to Oregon State University. Okay, kind of move in together, guys. Get close. I know it's been a long week, but we'll get some pictures taken. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all 3 teams for the Skidpad. And the Autocross Awards. This is sponsored by Magna International, and we'll bring up 3 teams once again in no particular order. Graz Technical University, the University of Stuttgart, and Auburn University. Come on down. I love it up here. I'm still in a couple of layers, and we've got one fella in shirt sleeves and one guy with a hat that's got fur on it. So, hey, Auburn, you can stay 3. That's okay. You can have 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. For the Autocross from Magna International, and once again, they apologize for not being able to be here tonight, but they've got a trophy and some money. In 3rd place, getting a trophy and $500, Auburn University, 3rd place. In 2nd place, getting a trophy and a check for $750, Graz Technical University. And in 1st place, getting a trophy and the big check for $1,000 goes to the University of Stuttgart. Guys, we'll let you kind of move together here and we'll get some pictures of you. Thank you. It'll look like we were doing this in Alaska with all the warm coats that everybody's got here. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of the Autocross winners. Yesterday, the Autocross was a ball announcing for. It really was. The changing conditions, it was just so tough, but it was very, very interesting. We just had a great time. Okay, our next award. The next award is the FEV Powertrain Development Award. And I'd like to bring 3 teams up. Once again, no particular order. The team from the University of Valencia, Cookman University, the University of Stuttgart, And to give out the award, we have Rick Appelman. He's an Executive Vice President and the CFO for FEV Powertrain. Let's give him a nice warm welcome here to Rick. Thank you.
Thank you, Raleigh.
There you go.
Well, I'm very glad to be here. I want to thank the sponsors, especially General Motors. I want to thank the SAE team. Raleigh, can you hear me now? I want to thank the SAE team, Raleigh, Sam, Martha, all the thousands that they seem to have to run this very fine event. I'm very proud to be here. Every time that I am here, and this is all of my second time, it seems to me that I need to introduce who FEV is. We are a German engineering firm. We're global. We have 5,000 employees in our company. Our DNA is in the powertrain, but we are well beyond that. We do whole vehicle engineering. In addition, we're in the new areas in the case areas, autonomous vehicles. We make investments in our own, what we call iProjects, to develop the science so that we can help drive forward the industry, be a big part of that. We're very happy to be here to give out these awards. They're named after our founder, Franz Pissinger, who started the company 40 years ago. We will be having our 40th celebration this summer. Again, I'm very glad to be here. So let's get right to the winners. Okay. In third place, the Universität Stuttgart. Okay. In second place is Kookman University. They're not on the stage. Okay. We'll get that to them later. And in first place is the Universidad Politécnica de Valencia.
Rick, why don't you move over with the students here and get some good pictures?
Sure.
Congratulations to all of the teams. And once again, thank you to Rick and everybody at FEV. We really, really appreciate their support. Okay, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to give away the Fuel Efficiency Awards. And this is sponsored by the Ford Motor Company. We will be giving for fuel efficiency, we'll be giving away, excuse me, just making sure I'm reading it correctly. The fuel efficiency, these are for the top 3 teams in fuel efficiency, and they will be getting trophies. In no particular order, we'll bring up Worcester Polytechnic Institute, ETS Superior, and Graz Technical University. Come on down. And what we're going to do, before I was naming off the 4 names from Roush, and what we're going to do is we're going to give one of the Roush Awards to each of these teams also, because Roush has a Ford product. So let's get it going here in fuel efficiency. In third place, Worcester Polytechnic Institute. They ran out of fuel. No. Ooh, that was terrible. In second place, getting a trophy and the Roush Award, Graz Technical University, second place. Yeah, one of the bags. Yeah, we'll give them each one. And in first place, and these guys have been around for a long time. I've goofed up their name every year, so we just call them ETS. In first place, ETS. Congratulations, teams. Congratulations, guys. Okay. Oh, we got to get your pictures here. Fantastic. Thank you. For the endurance, this award is sponsored by the Ford Motor Company also, and today fuel efficiency and the endurance amounted to 40% of your score. So it is a huge, huge day. Saturday, you know, it is just a huge, huge day for everyone. We're going to bring up three teams right now. Once again, Graz Technical University, the University of Stuttgart, and the University of Valencia. So we'll get a couple people from each of those teams coming up for the endurance. Now, we talk about a trophy and some money. In third place, getting a trophy and a check for $1,000, third place, the University of Stuttgart. In second place, getting a trophy and a check for $1,500, Graz Technical University, second place. And in first place, getting the big trophy and the big check, a check for $2,000 and a trophy goes to number one, the University of Valencia. Congratulations. Today, this was the second year. I have been helping announce for 23 years at the events, and this is only the second time in 23 years that we've had more than 50% of the cars that took the green flag completed. Today we had 97 teams take the green flag, 51 teams completed the endurance. Congratulations. Guys, good luck. That's it. You're done. Thank you, guys. And we've got some more awards, and now we're going to give out the top 10. And after we give out the top 10, we're going to have the drawing tonight for the team that will get a free entry into the 2019 Formula SAE event in Michigan. So please stick around, even though things are going to get quite hectic in the next few minutes. But at this point, I would like to invite Dom from General Motors back to come up and help us with the trophies. Let's give him a nice warm welcome again. Thank you. We're going to bring teams fourth. We're now talking about the top 10. We're going to bring teams fourth through 10 up here. Here again in no particular order. And then we'll have two people from each of those teams. And the last three we will bring you up individually as a team. So these are the teams I'd like to bring up. They're fourth through 10th. The Technical University of Munich. The University of Akron. The University of Wisconsin-Madison, Purdue University, West Lafayette, AGS, Science and Technology, Carleton University, ETS, Now, the stage is going to get a little bit crowded up here, so as we give each of the trophies, we'll ask the two members from the team to step up, and Dom will be there shaking their hands, giving them the trophy. So we'll do a picture for each of the 10. After you've received your trophy, go ahead and sit down, guys, because like I said, the stage is going to get pretty crazy here. Okay, in 10th position. They get to wear number 10 on their car next year. Purdue University, West Lafayette. I guess they're not here. They went home. Wow. In 9th place, AGH, University of Science and Technology, 9th place. In 8th place, the University of Wisconsin. In 7th place, Carleton University. In 6th place, the University of Akron. In 5th place, ETS, 5th place. In 4th place, the University of Munich. And these are your 4th through 10 spots. They will be getting a new number for 2019. Congratulations, all of these teams. Let's give all a nice round of applause. Thanks, guys.
I was going to try to get a photo. No?
I think they got.
Greg.
Were you able to get photos, Greg? Okay, great. Now, we're going to go 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And once again, we're going to have the entire team up here. Please, don't no jumping up and down. I know you're excited. I want you to be excited. The enthusiasm is what brings all of us back. But the stage is going to get kind of crazy. In 3rd place, and Dom's getting the trophy out. Let's see what we got here. In 3rd place, the University of Valencia, 3rd place. Congratulations. They were a first-year team for Michigan, but definitely not a first-year team. Just a great team from Spain. Congratulations. In 2nd place, getting a little bit bigger trophy. They'll wear car number 2 next year. Graz Technical University, car number 2. Come on down. When you look at the competition this year, this is truly a worldwide competition. We had 11 different countries represented, including the United States. Everyone was shooting at one team, and they wore the number 1 on their car for 2018 and for 2019. They'll wear it again. Your winner, the University of Stuttgart. Congratulations to Stuttgart. Once again, they will be wearing the bullseye because they're the one that everybody's shooting for. So congratulations once again to all the top 10. But of course, we had 113 teams on site this year. We had over 90. We had 97 today to go through the endurance. Just a great, great event. Well, we're towards the end of the evening. Now, a couple of things before we have the drawing. And we're going to have Dom here to do the drawing here in just a moment. A couple of things. After we do the drawing, we'll have a couple of final words from Kaylee and myself, and then we need some help. We would appreciate it if everyone would stack the chairs when you leave tonight. So when we leave tonight, instead of having to have a couple of people from SAE or our volunteers pick up the chairs, we would appreciate it if you could help stack the chairs for us. Also, when you're leaving your site tonight or tomorrow morning, please pick up around your paddock area. You know, at that point, we'd really, really appreciate it. Michigan International has been kind enough to let us use their facility, and it's just a great facility. Let's give Michigan International a nice round of applause. Now, if you need some boxes for some of your hardware that you're taking home, we do have some boxes up here, so come on up here and see either Kaylee or myself or my wife, and we will find a box for you for some of your hardware. And without that, the other thing I would ask is if you are a senior this year, we'd love to have you come back as a volunteer either here or at Lincoln, so please think about that. Now, without further ado, we're going to pull out who gets to be the 2019 free entrant and the first one entered into the 2019 Formula SAE competition. So with that, we have a box. There it is. Yo! And Dom, we're going to let you reach in there. No pressure whatsoever. We'll see if this team is still here. I'm not sure if they're here or not. They were here earlier. Caller number 16, Michigan State University. Are you still here? Come on down. We need 2 members of your team to pick it up. Okay. So Michigan State, we'll have you quick take a picture. In Michigan State, they're the host team. They're closest one to the school, to the event here, but they will be a free entrant and the very first team entered in the 2019 competition. Thank you, everybody, very much. Have a safe trip home. And at this point, please stack the chairs.